Hey guys, it's ViewMasters Reactions, and we're back with Season 1, Episode 9 of Fionna and Cake. The final 2 episodes are about to drop. It is several minutes before 3 o'clock. You can see where I'm at right now. Here is what I'm looking at. We'll refresh it. It's not 3 o'clock yet, but maybe it'll come out early. It's not out yet. Any minute it'll be dropping. Episode 9, and then 10, and then we're done with Season 1. I pray and hope there's a Season 2. I feel like there will be. I've heard nothing but greatness from this. I heard that it is extremely successful. A couple things I want to tap into. I did go back and I rewatched the entire season like 30 minutes ago. I stayed up till about 8 p.m. Then I went to sleep. I woke up at 1 a.m., rewatched the entire series to prepare for this. That's why I have so much energy at 3 a.m. Here's a couple things I took out of it, and then we're going to jump in. The very last episode was Jerry, and in this episode, we see the Lich as Billy. I'm like, holy crap, it's Billy Lich, and it's all taken by surprise so much. I didn't expect Jerry to be the Lich, so like, my mind was going all over the place when we saw him. I'm like, holy crap, it's Billy. Oh, wait, no, it's the Lich. And then we see Golb in the eye of Billy as we're taken into the ground, meaning Simon and the Scarab. I got to assume we're going to see Betty this episode, obviously. I also have been playing with the idea of what Golb could be, and we've been playing with this idea for a while. Sorry, something came up on my screen. Let's see. I bet you it's out by now. So let's load it together. And then I'm going to talk for 2 more minutes. I just want to make sure it's out. Nope, it's still not out yet. It's 3 a.m. It's late. It's 3:01. You can see the clock on the bottom. But we'll talk a little more. I'm thinking, and I'm sure we've talked about this before in Adventure Time, but Golb is what is supposed to balance the multiverse. So I'm not assuming that what we're about to see is necessarily going to be a bad thing or evil. We go back way to Puhoy episode where we saw Finn in the Pillow World, and Golb, he like kind of jumped off the tongue of Golb and went the other way, and Golb kind of just looked half confused, but also gave me the impression that as long as you go back to your world, he's just looking for order, perhaps. Only reason I'm bringing all this up is because Golb is obviously at the forefront of a lot of what's happening, and it's Betty now. And Betty's connected to Simon, and there's a lot of problems with that relationship, let alone things we don't know or things we've seen that have grown from this series. But I just wanted to point that out. The Lich gave up. That was the big thing, too. That, I believe, is the world in which the Lich wished that he could have all things destroyed, like no life on the planet. All these universes are wish-related multiverse worlds, like anything that was manipulated by a wish farm world. Oh, and the baby world. I went back so far as to find out that the baby world was a wish by BMO, and the Lich was a baby in that. I saw back when I rewatched it, I'm like, oh my God, there's baby Lich there. Either way, there is 100 things I probably want to talk about right now, but I'm assuming this has dropped. So let's check it out, and we'll talk at the end and go through everything in our lives. Why is it still not there? Oh, no, it is here. It is here. But why don't I see it? Why isn't it here? It's here, but it's not here. You see what I'm saying? Am I crazy? It's not in, like, the order of events. Like, it wants an arrow, but it's not there. All right, whatever. We're jumping in. Here we go. Here we go. Episode 9. What was it? Casper and Nova. All right, also real quick with this. I didn't notice for the longest time. When I rewatched it a bazillion times, I kept watching the intro, and I didn't notice that Baby Finn is there. That's Baby Finn running. So we've got Fionna, we've got Finn of our world, but 29 years old, and we got Baby Finn. Just wanted to point that out. Also, I should have freeze-framed it to that point, but I forgot. I'll do it at some point in the next one. In the tapes, when BMO did the butt stuff and he shoved the tape in his butt, there is a scene where the Ice King falls to the ground and instantly turns to a skeleton, and then the tape cuts. That was the world where the Lich wished that everything was destroyed and dead. So I feel like that was the exact moment when the Lich made the wish to Prismo, which actually freezed time, and then Jake and Finn switched it around. But I think they're trying to show that that actually did happen. Let's jump in. Casper and Nova. All right, so they went back into Simon's head.
Look at me, Fionna!
Everything's too happy.
Yeah!
Yeah, look, everything's bubblegum.
We're throwing a party.
Oh, what was that? Bubble.
Gary?
Try my new pastry.
Oh my god. They recreated Fionna cake.
My spaghetti!
Oh.
I'll put in a video game. You go make us margaritas.
That's
All this.
Wake up!
It all went wrong. Gary became a scary gum blob. Simon in the freezer.
not good.
What if it was an omen?
Jake suit, but for cake suit. My ass is blowing raspberries
This place
at
is
you.
gonna be magic soon. Magic!
Betty! Betty was on the
False
front
alarm.
page.
Fionna!
What is this? Everything we know is about to turn crazy magical.
Simon, what's the holdup?
Yeah, they're probably not used to that. Betty Golb. Oh, this was my other theory. That is it possible that Golb is Prismo's boss?
Get in the darkness that lay before your eyes.
Yo!
Hear me. For ages untold,
We're on it.
I studied
Like,
your
what's under
ways.
us?
I strove to be your vassal on the physical plane. In succeeding, I lost all purpose. Why must this be?
Golb is below us. Golb is below us.
Betty, are you in there? I finally get to you when I'm not even trying.
No. Answer me. What do you want from me now?
He's gonna rip him apart. Oh, it's the piece. It's another piece. All of those are...
I searched for years for a way to undo this. My life had been drained of all meaning. You gave me a second chance, and I've wasted it. I'm sorry. When I first did the ritual, I just wanted to come here and tell you that. I met two people who really needed my help. They'll use a second chance better than I ever did. I finally have a purpose now.
By the order of Gibbon, find them!
Oh my god! Amazing. Yeah. It's like a haversack in your belly.
coming.
Gibbon doesn't forgive!
Oh, Gibbon. Gibbon sucks.
Good technique in those little
I forgot
eyes,
about
Sherman.
Gibbon. Gibbon.
Check.
I couldn't read them all.
Oh, you got me!
No! What happened? Resume. For whatever reason, it cut off on me.
Tell my kids I resent them. If I'm going to the
Look at that
library,
sword.
you're
Pretty
gonna have
awesome.
to carry me. What just happened? I'm in another weird version of Ooh. Betty, why did you send me here?
Are you going through puberty?
This is gonna sound far-fetched, but I'm not sure me.
He's the Finn
Okay.
of the future,
Simon,
so to speak.
I could really use a library right now.
are you making fun of me?
You can zap me to whatever alternate universe you want. Do you?
Hear me, Betty?
Hey, look, it looks like an old school toy where you snap in the little peg. All right, so
Stay out of this.
Simon's locked in another world. Gold's not gonna allow this. Oh, God. Oh, that's not horrifying. Oh, God, it's gonna go in. It's gonna go in.
But if everything's gonna change, will we still be together?
Honestly, I don't know if you'll even remember each other. Just gotta find a portal. Can you hear me,
Oh, God, the
Simon?
scarab's gonna come out. Oh, God.
The scarab.
Is this what rips apart our
scoops of
world?
5
There's
cones?
Hunter.
Simon, what's going
They're
on?
joining forces.
Who has the magic crown now?
What crown?
It's gold and
What did that
pointy.
say? The library? The turtle's in there.
Where's the books?
What are you waiting for?
Oh my God, I'll die if I see a worm or something.
Whoa.
Just throw some down.
Yeah, whip them up.
Preferably something about high technology.
Origami monster? What is happening?
Pagelings!
Oh God, it's the pagelings! Oh my God. I don't remember. Weren't the page rooms really tiny?
Give me that. Hunter!
I love all plants and animals, but not these things.
I got your dumb crystal. Come and get it.
Oh my god, it's a giant cake trap. What do we do? What do we do? Ooh, we're gonna break out of the cube.
It needs a gem.
Oh my god, that is so gross.
A godlike being outdone by a humble cheese ball barrel.
Tuna.
Simon must still be alive.
I gave him my phone. You know, to play worm when he was all alone.
That's right. Oh god,
Beth.
oh he's gonna be there.
I want to see
The book! I need to see the book!
Ancient artifacts.
It's got the crown. Maybe you pull the trigger
The
and the
fate
book
of my
opens.
friends depends on me.
Let's save your friends then.
Yeah, right?
Fire once for yes, fire twice for no.
This is the story about two best friends, Casper and Nova. There, they hear a rumor about a magic crown. Which thing should they explore?
Finding the crown is a literal matter of life and
Yeah,
death
like-
for a whole world.
Casper is bitten, and the crown has already been stolen by moon demons. Maybe we can go back and try the sea runes route.
And we're done.
Casper is bitten, and the crown has already been stolen.
First choose is
What are
both
the
wrong.
games on this thing?
Cheers.
Leave a message.
What would
Music
the
is how we...
boss from Cheers do in this situation?
Norm. I'm walking in.
I'm gonna go back through the portal.
I'll take you there.
I love that
Let's
hunter's
go,
back.
Cake.
We can cover more ground if we look for portals everywhere.
Oh god, what else is there? Oh god, is he gonna let him out?
Oh my god! Be free, my baby!
Oh my god, Ellis.
Does everybody know where they're headed?
Did Ellis just die? We got the turtle with books, and it's got hair. I don't know if any of those have anything to do with anything, but let's talk. All right, everybody, that is it for episode 9, Casper and Nova. So at the very end, we find out who Casper and Nova is. I totally forgot that was the name of the episode because so much is occurring in a short amount of time. We had about 22 minutes, not counting my intro. So there are these two people, very similar to Jake and Finn. Girl and a boy inside this choose your own adventure. That's a book. I don't know if we've seen books like this before, but there's a gun trigger that opens and operates it. But our very first choice, either way we choose, ends up with us getting bit and losing the crown. So I don't know where the hell we go from there, but we have Shermie and Beth. That is what we saw way in the future. What was it, 1,000 years in the future? At the very end, the final episode of Adventure Time, we got Shermie and Beth. I'm so thrilled that we got to see them. I was talking to people about this, but there were so many things I wanted to talk to you guys about at the beginning that there's only so much I could say without talking for a year and a day. But I was like, do you think we'll get to see Shermie and Beth? Because in the intro in the beginning, we do see the tree that we just saw them sitting under where they're reading the books. So it's even better than I could have imagined because we get Shermie and Beth, but Simon is sent into the body of Shermie by Betty Golb. And in the beginning, we're in the room. The Lich is there. The Lich is pounding on the blocks. The block that Simon's on looks very similar to the piece that is in the intro that we're flying through whatever, nothingness, space, time with Simon, and the crown's in the corner. It looks like that piece that he's on right now, and the crown is right above his head. He has not placed the crown on his head yet. It's sitting right above him. And then right before he placed it, he went into this like zombie-like state. Golb teleported him, and now he's just sitting there, and he's like just speaking to himself. The scarab appears in pieces. Golb sees him. Golb teleports him out, or at least tries to stop him. Doesn't teleport him out. He goes into Simon's head and is now all these little scarab buggies, or at least was, because now at the end he either ate or killed Ellis P, who I shouldn't be shocked because it's Ellis P, but releases all of the buggy things. What are you people doing? You trapped all these poor little innocent buggy things, smashes them on the ground. They looked to have consumed LSP and then turned back into the scarab. I don't know to what extent that is, but The whole time we're waiting on our world to change, but we obviously know it's not changing because Simon didn't put the crown on. He needs to put the crown on for the world to change. Now, here's the last thing I'm going to say, and then we're jumping into the final episode. Music is how we got around Gulb the first time. We had to, like, you know, distract Gulb with music. BMO started it. BMO started, and then we all continued, and then it was just enough to open a hole in Gulb to get Simon and Finn out, and then Betty got trapped inside. Is it going to have something to do with music again, potentially? I don't know, but music is a big deal with Adventure Time, so that could potentially be a thing. But right now, I love who we're with. We're with Marshall Lee, Gary, Hunter. Ellis B might have just died, but I don't know if we want him around anyway. But we got Cake and Fionna, and there's Beth and Shermie in another world, and we're going for the portal. Let's jump into the finale, and we'll finish everything I need to possibly talk about there. You guys want to see more of what I do? In the description of every video is a link for Patreon. You'll see these in full, done with the entire series. If you're seeing this on YouTube, full unedited, all of Adventure Time. There was a misunderstanding in the last video I saw in the comments. People were thinking I didn't finish Adventure Time. I finished Adventure Time and Distant Lands over 2 years ago, I believe, at this point, which is why I jumped into Fionna and Cake. The only reason they're not up on YouTube yet is they're coming out one a week for like the last 3 or 4 years. We finished on Patreon first because 2 a week came out on Patreon. So either way, they're all there. Steven Universe, Infinity Train, The Owl House, Hilda, hundreds of movies and shows. Go check in the link for the description. We're starting Chucky Season 3 in a week. Full unedited versions of everything. Patreon, link in the description. If not, comments down below. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.